Are you preparing for the ServiceNow Certified Implementation Specialist, Data Foundations, CMDB and CSDM exam? Let's test your knowledge with practice questions covering CMDB, CSDM, data quality, configuration items, relationships, and implementation concepts. Each question includes the correct answer and a quick explanation. Keep track of your score. And for more ServiceNow Certified Implementation Specialist, Data Foundations practice questions, and complete exam preparation, visit Study for Exam using the link in the description. Let's begin with Question 1. Question 1. What is the primary purpose of the Configuration Management Database, CMDB, in ServiceNow? A. To store employee payroll information. B. To store information about configuration items and their relationships. C. To manage email accounts. D. To create marketing campaigns. Correct answer B. To store information about configuration items and their relationships. Explanation. The CMDB stores information about configuration items, CIS, such as servers, applications, databases, and services, along with relationships between those items. This information helps organizations understand their IT environment and its dependencies. Question 2. What does CSDM primarily provide to an organization? A. A standardized data model for ServiceNow products and services. B. A replacement for user authentication. C. A network monitoring protocol. D. A database backup solution. Correct answer A. A standardized data model for ServiceNow products and services. Explanation. The Common Service Data Model, CSDM, provides a standardized framework for representing business and technical data in ServiceNow. It helps organizations maintain consistent relationships between services, applications, and other configuration data. Question 3. An organization discovers multiple records representing the same server in the CMDB. Which data quality issue does this represent? A. Completeness. B. Duplicate data. C. Data encryption. D. Authorization. Correct answer B. Duplicate data. Explanation. Multiple CMDB records representing the same real-world configuration item are duplicates. Duplicate CIS can reduce trust in the CMDB and cause problems with reporting, impact analysis, and service management. Question 4. What is a configuration item, CI? A. A ServiceNow user account. B. An item that needs to be managed to deliver a service. C. A scheduled report. D. A notification template. Correct answer B. An item that needs to be managed to deliver a service. Explanation. A CI represents an identifiable component of an IT environment that is managed within ServiceNow. Examples include servers, applications, databases, network devices, and services. Question 5. Why are relationships between CIS important in the CMDB? A. They allow organizations to understand dependencies and potential impacts. B. They automatically create user accounts. C. They replace data validation. D. They increase disk capacity. Correct answer A. They allow organizations to understand dependencies and potential impacts. Explanation. CI relationships show how infrastructure and services depend on one another. For example, an application may depend on a database or server, allowing teams to understand the potential impact of changes or incidents. Question 6. Which practice helps improve CMDB data quality? A. Allowing unrestricted manual data entry. B. Establishing data governance and validation processes. C. Deleting relationships regularly. D. Creating duplicate CI records. Correct answer B. Establishing data governance and validation processes. Explanation. Data governance establishes standards for how CMDB information is created, maintained, validated, and managed. Consistent processes improve accuracy and reliability. Question 7. What is the main goal of identifying configuration items accurately? A. To ensure the CMDB represents the organization's actual environment. B. To increase the number of records regardless of accuracy. C. To eliminate service relationships. D. To prevent reporting. Correct answer, A. To ensure the CMDB represents the organization's actual environment. Explanation. Accurate CI identification ensures that CMDB data reflects real infrastructure and services. This provides a reliable foundation for IT operations and service management. Question 8. Which data quality dimension focuses on whether required information is present? A. Completeness. B. Uniqueness. C. Timeliness. D. Performance. Correct answer, A. Completeness. Explanation. Completeness measures whether required attributes and records contain the information needed for effective management and reporting. Question 9. Which data quality dimension is concerned with duplicate records? A. Completeness. B. Uniqueness. C. Timeliness. D. Availability. Correct answer, B. Uniqueness. Explanation. Uniqueness means that each real-world configuration item should be represented appropriately without unnecessary duplicate records. Question 10. Why is data ownership important in CMDB management? A. It establishes responsibility for maintaining data quality. B. It automatically upgrades ServiceNow. C. It eliminates all integrations. D. It removes CI relationships. Correct answer, A. It establishes responsibility for maintaining data quality. Explanation. Data ownership assigns responsibility for specific data sets. Owners can define standards, monitor quality, and address issues when information becomes inaccurate or incomplete. Question 11. An organization wants to understand which business services could be affected if a database fails. What CMDB capability is most useful? A. CI relationships. B. User preferences. C. Email templates. D. Knowledge articles. Correct answer, A. CI relationships. Explanation. Relationships between CIs allow teams to perform impact analysis. By understanding dependencies, organizations can identify services that may be affected by an infrastructure failure. Question 12. What is the purpose of normalization in CMDB data management? A. To standardize CI information and improve consistency. B. To create additional duplicate records. C. To disable integrations. D. To remove all CI attributes. Correct answer, A. To standardize CI information and improve consistency. Explanation. Normalization helps ensure that data values are represented consistently. Consistent data improves reporting, identification, matching, and overall CMDB quality. Question 13. Which approach is generally preferred for populating reliable CMDB data? A. Multiple uncontrolled spreadsheets. B. Automated discovery and controlled data sources. C. Random manual record creation. D. Duplicate imports from different sources. Correct answer, B. Automated discovery and controlled data sources. Explanation. Automated and governed data sources can provide more consistent and scalable updates to the CMDB. Data sources should also be managed carefully to prevent conflicts and duplicates. Question 14. What is the purpose of reconciliation when multiple data sources provide CI information? A. To determine which source should be trusted for specific data. B. To delete every CI. C. To disable discovery. D. To remove CI relationships. Correct answer, A. to determine which source should be trusted for specific data. Explanation. Reconciliation helps manage conflicts when multiple sources provide information about the same CI. Defined rules can determine which source has authority for particular attributes. Question 15. Why should an organization establish a CSDM implementation strategy before extensively populating service data? A. To provide a consistent structure for service-related information. B. To increase the number of unrelated records. C. To avoid using relationships. D. To remove existing business services. Correct answer. A. To provide a consistent structure for service-related information. Explanation. A clear CSDM strategy helps organizations understand where different types of service and application information belong and how those records should relate to one another. Question 16. A company has accurate technical CI records, but cannot clearly connect them to business services. What area should it improve? A. Service modeling and relationships. B. User password policies. C. Email formatting. D. Report colors. Correct answer. Service modeling and relationships. Explanation. Technical sites provide valuable infrastructure information, but connecting them to business and service information creates greater operational value. Service modeling and relationships help establish that connection. Question 17. Why is CMDB governance important? A. It defines standards, responsibilities, and processes for managing CMDB data. B. It removes the need for data quality monitoring. C. It prevents all integrations. D. It automatically resolves every incident. Correct answer. A. To evaluate reliability across different user inputs. Explanation. CMDB governance establishes ownership, standards, processes, and controls that help keep configuration data accurate and useful over time. Question 18. Which scenario is an example of poor CMDB data quality? A. ACI has accurate ownership information. B. A retired server remains marked as active. C. An application has valid relationships. D. ACI has complete required attributes. Correct answer, B. A retired server remains marked as active. Explanation. A retired server incorrectly marked as active represents stale or inaccurate information. Outdated CI status can negatively affect operational decisions and reporting. Question 19. What is one major benefit of implementing CSDM correctly? A. Consistent service data across ServiceNow applications. B. Elimination of all IT processes. C. Removal of configuration items. D. Automatic replacement of administrators. Correct answer. A. Consistent service data across ServiceNow applications. Explanation. CSDM provides a common framework for service-related data, helping different ServiceNow applications use consistent structures and relationships. Question 20. What is the best long-term approach to maintaining a healthy CMDB? A. Populate it once and never review it. B. Continuously monitor data quality, governance, ownership, and relationships. C. Allow every user to create unrestricted CIS. D. Remove CI relationships periodically. Correct answer, B. Continuously monitor data quality, governance, ownership, and relationships. Explanation. A CMDB is not a one-time implementation. Organizations should continuously monitor data quality, review ownership, manage relationships, address duplicates, and update records as the environment changes. Great job completing these ServiceNow Certified Implementation Specialist Data Foundations practice questions. How many did you get right? Share your score in the comments. For more ServiceNow Certified Implementation Specialist Data Foundations practice questions, detailed explanations, and complete exam preparation, Visit Study for Exam using the link in the video description. Thanks for watching. If this video helped with your ServiceNow Certified Implementation Specialist Data Foundations exam preparation, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more certification practice videos. Good luck with your exam, and see you in the next video.